haven, sun-drenched, ancient domain, where cobbled streets met the tide, soft refrain, lived Alethea, a historian bright, whose mind held the lore of forgotten light. She sifted old maps with secrets untold, her fingers traced ink that was weary and old. One afternoon, while a chart she explored, a fierce sudden gust through a window poured. A shimmering feather by hand unseen led, landed precisely where the old ink bled. It hummed a low note, a musical thing, a sign of the journey the future would bring. A light tapped and sounded upon her oak door. 'Twas Zephyr, the messenger known by the shore. With hair like moonlight and sea-glinting eyes, he appeared in a flash beneath blustery skies. A package, he said, with a ribbon of silver, from someone unknown, Alethea, the giver. Alethea then cried. The scroll held a riddle, a beautiful phrase of a song in the woods, a deep silent haze. A dry violet flower attached to the line, a rare night bloom Alethea knew as a sign. This bloom is quite rare, she'd amuse with a smile. Zephyr, who tends flowers for mile upon mile, his wit was quite sharp, his memory precise. He thought of Persephone at a moment's notice. Dark petal, her wide eyes grew keen. This is a sign from a place yet unseen. The whispering wood, she then softly declared, the calling is clear and it must be shared. She led them to a shed, unassuming and small, where Basil the tinkerer stood up quite tall. A gentle large man with hands smudged with grease, polishing a box to give his thoughts peace. A device made of wood and clear humming gems, a curious contraption on delicate stems. Basil said, Persephone, pointing with grace, you have the night bloom in this special place. He nodded and said with a grin that was shy, it's a resonance device you see and not I, that hears the earth whispers, it turns into form. I'm just trying to map out the coming great storm. Then enter Ephraim, the lighthouse's keeper, a silent tall man, a guardian deeper. His deep voice affirmed these patterns are true, they show where the heart lies for all of you. He held a brass compass whose needle spun round, then settled on Basil's device on the ground. The riddle, the feather, the bloom, and the box were pieces of power that sprang from the rocks. With Alethea's lore and Zephyr's quick flight, Persephone's pulse, and Ephraim precise, he thought of Persephone at a moment's notice. The quail. His view was quite rare, she'd amuse with a smile. Zephyr, who tends flowers for mile upon mile, his wit was quite sharp, his memory precise. He thought of Persephone at a moment's notice. Was quite sharp, his memory Persephone's pulse, and Ephraim's clear sight, and Basil's invention so clever and strange. They knew they were meant for this powerful change. The heart of Eldoria, Alethea then cried, a place of great magic where power has resided. They knew they must travel this unlikely crew to answer the call that was ancient and new. The story continues. The quail. The quail. The quail. The quiet botanist who lived by the trees, more comfortable tending her plants than with ease. She spoke of their voices, a strange silent art, a knowledge of nature held deep in her heart. A knowledge of nature held deep in her heart. To Persephone's garden, the two quickly fled. A magical riot of color was spread. When shown the dark petal, her wide eyes grew keen. This is a sign from a place yet unseen. From a place yet unseen.